Let's take a look at the water-diamond paradox. Take a diamond, for instance, and water. The need for diamonds in society is low, whereas the need for water in society is high. Yet, the value of diamonds in society is high, whereas the value of water in society is low. Why is this? Now, if you look at the Maslow's pyramid, water is essential for survival. So that means it becomes a need, right? So this is a need. From the last video, we know this. Whereas for diamonds, diamonds are usually used as a symbol of status, and there's nothing survival based to it, right? So it becomes more of a desire, a want. Now, society usually prioritizes wants over needs. Why? Because needs have become more and more and more accessible over the years because of the systems we have built. If you turn on the tap, you have water. But if you turn on the tap, you don't get diamonds, right? Because they're not that abundant. So, look at the concept of abundance. Since diamonds are low in abundance, they become more scarce. And water, since it's high in abundance, it becomes less scarce. So, if there's something is low in abundance, that means there's less of it that is readily accessible to us, which makes the value of that product higher. But if something is high in abundance, which is more readily available, then its value becomes low. Why is that? Because the satisfaction of having one diamond is really high, and the satisfaction of having one more of that diamond after that is also high, right? Maybe slightly lower than the first one. Whereas for water, if you give someone a bottle of water, the first bottle will bring good satisfaction, right? Because if you're thirsty, you drink a bottle of water, you've satisfied your thirst, you've satiated yourself. The next bottle of water, since you have already removed your thirst, you don't need that bottle of water as much, which means that there won't be as much satisfaction you reap out of that second bottle. This is the concept of marginal utility, which means how much satisfaction does having one more or consuming one more unit of something bring you, of a good. So having one more diamond brings more satisfaction than having one more bottle of water, making the marginal utility for diamonds higher than for water. Now, if we link this to scarcity, demand, price, if we link these three together into a chain, we get this relation where higher scarcity, that means if something is more scarce, that means that there's low abundance of it, right? Low abundance and high scarcity, right? If something is low in abundance, that means it's more difficult to acquire. If it's more difficult to acquire, only a few people can have it, right? If only a few people can have it, basically your status becomes higher. This is the case with diamonds, at least, because only a few people can acquire diamonds. That means they're more in demand. So if it brings more satisfaction to have this product, it will bring more demand. And since demand is high, price will also be high, because price is basically proportional to demand. Higher demand will mean higher price as well, because if there's more demand, suppliers will try to take advantage of the demand to make profits. But if the scarcity of something is low, it means that it's more highly abundant, so it is more readily available. If it's more available, the satisfaction of having a lot of those things will be low, so the demand for that thing will also be lower, and that means that price will also be lower. So the value, since it's valued less in society, the price will also be lower. This is the case with water, and this is where the paradox comes in. Even though water is higher in terms of need than diamonds, which are low in need, the diamonds are valued higher in society than water. And yeah, that's the paradox basically summed up. Thank you for watching.